With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? Tight right, tight right. Tight end. 3 down, 3 down. 26, Mike, 26. I got you. 26, hey. 26, Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Now it's Tannehill.
Come on now.
Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he's brought down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the...
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, check Mike 21.
Block now to throw.
Mike 21. Right up, bring it.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
I got you, punk.
Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
We don't want this.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Westbrook-Akine there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. He runs.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Locke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check
Locke gonna throw.
Watch the slant.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Here's Moore. He will return it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check Mike 21.
Let's go, D.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You must be dreaming.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the screen.
Here's Locke to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We want it. Come. Hey. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top-flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
26, Mike. Here all day.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket. that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
26, 26, Mike. You got nothing today.
They snap it to Tannehill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
On three. Motion. Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. I know he ain't got it.
To throw it is Lock. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21.
Lock now on 1st down.
Check, Mike 21.
Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watch a slant.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
They can't hang with us. Watch twist. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Tennessee.
Where you at? Flow, alert, flow. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, man. Go.
Back to throw, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this first half.
35. Seahawks, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He hits his target, Lockett, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Why his team showed up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Double up. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
3 buzz, 3 buzz.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke flushed out right. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Check 52.
Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. It's going to be a long day. Zebra. Go. Zebra. Hey, alert 3.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
All day.
Under pressure, and down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keep...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here we go, G.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
No chance.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lock. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Throwing now is Lock.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
A final shot before half for Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lock now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he's got it to Patterson complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Woo-hoo! check Mike 21.
Looking to throw. Lock. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lock off a play action.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. You gonna get this ball? Go, go.
Tannehill.
You think you gonna get this?
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Alert 3.
On first down, it's Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Dancing to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Check, 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 check.
On first down, Locke. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
to throw. Lock. He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cordero Patterson, 68 yards. And the Titans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Squeeze, double. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to you. Check 3. Hatch it.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Stay with your man.
Play. Check safety.
Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Locke. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. One final try for Locke. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First down, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
40's the mic. 40's the mic. Get that quarterback.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Burrow eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. And he's got this down to the 35. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win them. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Hey, switch gears.
11 MT.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
11 mighty.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First down. Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Play fake. Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to beat. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Cincinnati. They go play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Still 15 yards to go. Second down. Another try after the first. Under pressure, they got him again. Grant Delpit in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Check, check, check. Check 13. Check 13. 12, 12, 12. Check 3. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Wilson now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put some...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
49, check 49. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's checking crash.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And, oh, what a catch! Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
40's Mike. 40.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The return man, Wilson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Kings. Hurry. I got him. That's me.
Mayfield now. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Now Burrow on first down, rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Browns' 8-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT. Rush in. 11, 11, 11.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow will throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On second down, here's Mixon pushing through the contact. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
You. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Mayfield to throw it.
Watch the run.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Logan Wilson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run with Mixon. Oh, he bowls over him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Here's a run with Mixon. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
43 is the mic. Don't get nervous. 12, 12, 12.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
I can't believe they let you play. Can't believe they even let you play. Mike,
now Mayfield. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10.
Jam him, jam him, jam. Regular. I got it.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam. Hurry.
Come on, I got him.
40's the mic. I'm on. Hurry. Check Mike 40. Hurry. 40. Watch the curls.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this game.